Good deal. So before we do that, let's show what we got. What do you think?
I'm very excited about this.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I mean, we're hardware geeks. You have to be excited about it. So this is unlike any server you've ever seen. I can promise you that. Every server we've ever seen has what? 1 or 2 sockets, right? Except for really big servers, they might have 8 sockets. And in each socket, there's a very powerful processor. It runs really, really fast. There's a whole bunch of memory. And then there's a lot of cables and wires. And if you ever looked at one, there's hundreds and hundreds of chips. Okay, with the Calxeda EnergyCore, that's all been compressed and consolidated and integrated into a single chip. The only thing you need to add to that chip is memory, and if you need one, a hard storage solution, either SSDs or spinning rust. Okay, since it's only burning 5 watts, as Barry said, you can pack them together really, really tight. Ta-da! Now, we were going to get some music, you know, the 2001 Space Odyssey, bom, 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 bom. But we don't have that kind of a budget. We're a startup, so you're going to have to put up with my singing. This is a pretty amazing platform. This is engineered by Hewlett-Packard. HP's team in Houston, Texas, have been working closely with us on this platform, and it is truly remarkable. It's based on this. This is a reference design card from Calxeda. It has a total of 4 quad-core processors, 4 banks of 4 gigabytes of memory per processor, and 4 SATA ports per processor. Getting the pattern here, there's kind of a repeating number. Everything's 4. 4 cores, 4 chips, 4 banks of memory, 4 SATA ports per processor. Okay, so this would be roughly the equivalent in throughput, roughly, for our target workloads, roughly the equivalent in throughput of a 2-socket Xeon server. I kid you not. So now, this whole thing only burns 20 watts, so you can pack them together really, really tight. And that's, in fact, what HP has done here. And if you take a look here on the screen, you can see these are this card. In fact, there's a total of 72 quad-core processors on each one of these trays. The chassis is the HP SL6500 chassis, a chassis that's been designed and been around for a while for energy-efficient shared infrastructure for hyperscale computing. Okay? Now, when you think about that, 72 of these nodes per tray, there's 4 trays in the box. It's 288 quad-core processors in a 4U space. Truly amazing. The first thing you're going to wonder is, great, where's the storage? Well, we got that solved too. Why not just stick hard drives on the same form factor? And you can do SSDs, you can do spinning disk, you can do MSATAs, which are very exciting technology, and you can just put them up and mix them up however you want. If you want 1 drive per node, 1 drive per node, 4 drives per node, 4 drives per node. Very flexible design, helping the industry experiment with and find the right balance point. Because one of the things about the Calxeda design, it's really all about balance. Instead of a lot of horsepower and a little bit of I/O, we're going to give you enough horsepower and enough I/O, and it should be in balance, memory, I/O, and networking. So that's the platform. We're really excited about it, and we're especially excited and very proud to have been selected by HP as one of their partners for the Project Moonshot, bringing this product to market, helping the industry experiment with that. We'll talk more about that in a few minutes. All right? Thanks, Barry. So next up, what I would like to do is make an introduction. And introducing somebody like this you rarely get to make this kind of an introduction. This is quite interesting. This guy brings a different perspective. I mean, a really different perspective, because he's actually been to space. This is Mark Shuttleworth, founder of Canonical and Ubuntu, the second private astronaut in the world. He went up on Soyuz, I think it was called M34, I believe, and did that in 2002. Now Mark is involved in the open source community. He's made a major contribution. He can't be here with us today. He's at the Ubuntu Developer Summit in Orlando, Florida, but he had a few words he wanted to share with us.